Hey, 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 it's Coach Kimberly here, and I am live with Nicole Jacob all the way in Boston, Massachusetts. Happy day, Nicole. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am fantastic. I am super excited because we're in the middle of a coaching session, wrapping it up. And I asked you really quickly, let's go live and talk about your experiences coaching with me. Particularly, it started with running, but it went to nutrition, it went to fitness. Let's tell the people a little bit about your experience. So we met when?
At the Chicago Marathon 2015, we just happened to get dropped off at the same place and talked our way all the way to the starting line. And Kimberly said that she was a coach and she was going to do this was her target time. And I knew I was like, oh, I would like to do that once maybe in my life. And it was just a really good conversation. We became like friends right away. So it was a nice walk and talk.
It
I
really was. It really was. I remember that day so well. We realized that we had some things in common, Chicago, obviously running, food, all that great stuff. So it was a great start. And a few months later, or maybe several months later, you gave me a call or text me and said, I want you to coach me. Or was it something like that?
Yeah,
How did it go?
I think I had been texting you here and there saying I'm wondering about this in my running, and you would give me little snippets of this is maybe we could try this or maybe you could try that, and those things had worked. And then I think we were talking a little bit here and there about qualifying for Boston. You told me you had qualified, and then I was like, okay, well maybe I could give it a try. We talked about that, and then I said, okay, I'm ready to. The timing was right, and I wanted to be coached, and that's how it was. Just it was a slow grind up to feeling confident that I could probably make that move and actually qualify. So
That's awesome. So how do we start? Give a little recap on how we started and how it went along the way.
yeah, so we started and she gave me some crazy workouts and I was telling her I wasn't going to do them. And then she would tell me, you are going to do them. And we talked about nutrition and the things she started me on the peak performance from Melaleuca and the amino boost and protein. We talked a lot about protein because I was not fueling correctly after my races. And then it got me started. The peak performance has been definitely a game changer. Gave me more energy, especially after a long run when you feel like that you can't do anything but sit on the couch. I remember telling you that after I do more than 12 miles, all I do is go down to my couch, sit down, put the blankets around me, and I am immovable for hours. So I just sit down there and watch TV. And yeah, so after I had with the peak performance and the protein and fueling better, I definitely could go throughout the day and do other things, be there for my kids and for my family. So yeah, so we did some speed work, which I thought was super hard. And we got there. I just super encouraging throughout the whole bout with it. I unfortunately the Chicago was where I was trying to qualify, and we all have this. I didn't finish. It was too hot. The surroundings were just not okay. I started out nice and strong, but after that, Kimberly was just like, "All right, well, what are we gonna do next?" It wasn't like this is over, and I took on that energy and I said, "Okay, I know another race is coming up in 2 weeks," and we just kept going like that was just a training run, and that. So my best marathon that I'd run before was a 4:20. Then I ran Bay State, which was in Massachusetts 2 or 3 weeks after Chicago. Sub 4 marathon 3:48, I think it was. No, 3:52 it was. And then after that, I knew another one which was coming up in Maine in May, and we just talked about it again, kept on talking about it, and she said, "I know you can do it." And that was it. I qualified at that run. I just pacing and everything, just staying on target and staying focused, and the conditions were right. And yeah, so yeah, I got my qualifying time and I was so excited and ran Chicago. I mean, not Chicago, but ran Boston following year. Of course, I can't remember what year it was. I mean, every year is running together now from
I know it's
COVID,
all
but
running together. I maybe it was 2019, 2018, somewhere
yeah,
around there.
maybe, yeah,
Or I can't
yeah.
remember. But you know what? Even though Boston was your final destination, and I tell people all the time, success, it doesn't necessarily mean the ending line. I believe the success happens in the steps, the
Hmm.
process. In the process, you learned a little bit more about nutrition. You learned a little bit more about your body. You had a failure and a setback, and
Hmm.
failure is designed for us to move forward. It's not to break us, it's to
Hmm.
make us. You learned from that Chicago experience and said, listen, okay, I didn't feel properly. It was hot. Let me do something differently, which allowed you to then qualify at that next race. But I also know that during that time and even after, when you came, 4:30 was your best race. Your pace was probably around what? What was your average running pace before we met?
Um, like maybe between a 9:30 and a 10:15. That's oh yeah, because after we started
9:30.
training, I was like getting like first in my age group at races. It was unbelievable how and then it was like at an 8:15 was like a regular, and still to this day now when I do races, I still can maintain that 8:15 pace because I know exactly like what the feel is and things like that. Yeah. Oh
And
yeah,
we
I forgot
talked
about
about
that.
oxygen debt. We talk about form. We talk about breathing, nutrition. All those things are critical in your journey to the finish line. And so I
Hmm.
know it seems easy, just get up and run. No, it's not. Because
Yeah.
in addition to that, there's strength training, there's cross training, there's core training. This is not, I don't want to say it's not for the faint at heart, because I truly believe anyone can do it. If you make
Mhm.
that decision in your mind that you want to go to that next place, with the proper plan, the proper training, execution, you can do it.
Mhm.
Nicole's done it, and I'm so excited. She's back again. She's going to Boston again for 2022.
Two, yes.
And so we are, what are we, 11 weeks away from the finish line?
Yep. 71 days.
Woo-hoo! So we're getting ready to get to work. I am so excited, so proud of you. And I want to thank you for entrusting your health to me and allowing me to pour into your journey.
Thank you.
So with that, guys, you heard it live. Nicole Jacobs, superstar athlete, doing amazing things in Boston. One last thing. You're in Boston, I'm in California. How does that work? Does it work?
It works. It works. We have a good, nice working relationship.
That's right.
Yeah, so it works that everything is online and I can see what I'm supposed to do and I go and do it and it uploads. And so, yeah, we're doing some
Very,
tweaks today about like what is, the time management and
that's right.
what I can do on certain days. So, yeah, so it's working.
Don't miss the opportunities, friends. So, with that, I want to encourage you, like I always do, get up, get active, and get moving because you were made to be fit. Thanks so much, and I'll see you real soon.